Alright guys, it's Friday, last stop. Not done any videos today. Matter of fact, I've not done any videos all week. But I want to do this short video real quick to let you know God has a way of getting a hold of you. And I'm going to tell you about that after I finish this job. This is what I'm doing. Small home, 70-year-old lady, widow lady. It's oxidized. She knows what oxidation is. And she let me know real quick that she knew what it was. Anyway, I'm going to talk about how God has a way of getting a hold of us sometimes in our jobs. I'll be back after I finish washing when I get home. God bless, guys. Danny, Old Ranger, I'm out. All right, guys, we're back at the Ranger Station. Finished up a rough week, to be honest with you. It's Friday afternoon, and it's been a rough week. Things going wrong, machines messing up. Anyway, I want to tell you about how God gets a hold of us on our job real quick. So this morning, I used Mark 8, and when I scheduled these two appointments, I hadn't quite figured out everything about Mark 8. So anyway, if you've got it, you know what I'm talking about. When you schedule an appointment, I think, I still may not correct about it, but when you schedule an appointment, if you don't change that time to what time you're going to be there, it's kind of like it starts off at 8 o'clock every morning, or maybe that's the time that you set it up. Whatever the case may be, I had two jobs that complained because I wasn't there when my schedule said I'd be there on Friday today. Anyway, long story short, it started off very rough. I ended up being bestest friends with the first customer. He just loves me to death. He apologized for not believing in the solution that we use. He had doubts. We kind of started off on the wrong hand because I was late, according to what the text message was sent to him. Anyway, that was great. So I was kind of in a not the best of mood anyway. I get a question mark at 12:10 from this lady that at Mark 8 said I was supposed to be in there at 8:30, between 8:30 and 9:30. It was totally my fault. But it's the way that I responded and the way that I took it and the way she handled it that put me in a bad mood on my way there. I was already at the point. This is what she said. Where are you? Why did you not show up? Your text message I got on yesterday, as you know, Mark 8 sends a 24-hour reminder that you'd be here between 8:30 and 9:30. It is 12:10. Where are you? This is bad business. Just my opinion. That's almost word for word what she sent me. I agree. That is bad business. So anyway, long story short, I went. I told her I would be there at such and such time. You're next on my list. I apologize. I got a new system that I just hadn't figured out yet. It's all my fault. Took all the blame for it. I get there. I knock on the door. I said, Miss Davis. Oh, you're Danny. Yes, I'm Danny. Well, your shirt says so and your business says so. I guess that's who you are. Yes, that's who I am. Well, I've ran two businesses, and she goes through this big spiel of how that she'd never put her customers on a hold, or never put her customers in question whether or not she was going to provide for them. Blah 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 blah. Anyway, I sit there, I listen to it, I apologized, but in my mind, guys, you know what we were thinking. I don't want to do this, and I'm gonna be honest. What I was thinking is, how am I going to give this free? How am I going to give her this job for free to make her happy, to make her satisfied, for her not to talk bad about me. I get there and I said, I just got 2 questions or 2 things I need to say. First of all, where's your water spigot? She told me. I said, come down here to the end of the house. It was oxidized really bad. I want her to be aware of that. She let me know real quick that she knew what oxidation was and that she knew it wouldn't come off without scrubbing. And that's a different service that we do. And she said, just wash my house. So anyway, bad mood. I'm in my mind. I'm thinking. I don't say nothing out loud. I'm very nice. I'm not rude. And I'm thinking in my head, how can I tell this woman off without telling her off? But in the long run, be super nice, overly nice by giving her a free house wash. So it is blazing hot. I'm sweating like everything, and I'm up there with my mind. I'm wanding and I'm washing and I'm mad, and all of a sudden I see her out of the corner of my eye, and here she comes. What does she do? She brings me a cold water and a cold Gatorade. God has a way of getting our attention sometimes. Things are not always what they appear to be. I walked away that day with probably the best customer that I have ever had in 6 years. She lost her. I learned everything about her. She lost her husband several years ago. She's from Pennsylvania. Blah blah blah. You don't care about all that stuff. But I'm just here to. I just want to say this, and I'm done for the day. I'm done for the week. I just want to say this: things are not always what they appear to be. She told me. She said, "I come across harsh. I come across arrogant. I come across mean, and I don't mean to be." She said, that's my culture. She's from Pennsylvania. She said, that's my culture. That's the way I am. And she says, I'm not mad at you. I was just telling you what I thought. And then we become best friends. She gave me water. She gave me Gatorade. I am going to be, I'm on her schedule, or she's on my schedule for the next, she said, until I die. And she said, or you quit washing, come every year and wash my home. Super nice lady. And so anyway, I just want to let y'all know that. Y'all have a great weekend. Danny the Mold Rager, I'm out. Be careful who you talk to. You never know. God's got a way of getting your attention. I'm the Ranger. Have a good weekend.